Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another video. So I'm finishing up or going to start on installing the ProCharger stuff. I did, let me just show you the motor actually. So like I mentioned, I put the valve covers on. I don't have the coil packs on because I painted the valve covers. I painted them black. The finish on them was just not the best. You can actually kind of tell. But I just painted them black. Got the intake sitting up there. I need to order up new bolts. There's just a couple I'm missing. All this ones have it, but there's one in the back there. Actually, just two that I'm missing. So I need to get those ordered up before I can bolt this down and put it on the gaskets. The only thing I would have to change is the throttle body and the fuel rails off of the motor that's in the blue truck right now. I need to install the coolant temp sensor right now. I did get the oil filter on, just a little cheap one for now while I do the first oil change. I'm gonna do it in a couple hundred miles once I get it going. And right now I stopped at O'Reilly so I can install the harmonic balancer that they gave. It's exactly like a stock one, but just a new one. And I got the tool so I can install that. So let me get that on the motor and then get that tool set up and figure out how to get it used so I can show you guys and then get that installed. Sorry, that was a lot of rambling, but yeah, one of the first things, on the instructions, it tells you to depressurize the fuel system, take off the intake, but after that, since I have the motor out, they want you to pin the crank. So I need to install the harmonic balancer first and then pin that. So let me get started. So I was going to open this thing and start using it, but I just saw it was missing the one that I need. So hopefully I can go return this and they not make a big fuss about it. So let me do that and I'll be right back. So I went back to O'Reilly's, grabbed it, and these are too short. I'm just gonna go to Harbor Freight. Hopefully they have one similar to this, pick that one up and use that. But probably won't happen today. I need to go to my sister's game. So I'll be picking this back up tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's been a couple of days. I got the tool to install the harmonic balancer. I ordered it online, and I got a couple other things. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did get the power steering pump. I do have the bracket right there. I'll talk to you about that in a second. So let me just get the pulley on and we'll go from there. So it has been a day or two. I got the harmonic balancer on, not all the way, but it's on. Got the power steering pump on the bracket, and then got the bracket on. I believe it's flush. Yeah, it's about flush. Sorry, I wasn't even showing you guys right there. The next step, or like I was saying, this isn't on all the way. It needs about, let's see if I can show you guys. Needs about like a quarter, half inch, maybe more. I used the tool, got it, put it in there, installed it. Don't mind the scratching. That was the one I was trying to get it off. But I got the installer tool on, got it to pull in. Once that was like maxed out, took it out, put the stock bolt in, started using that. But then you get to a certain point where the motor just starts spinning. To prevent that, you have to put on a flywheel. And there's a tool that they sell that has the teeth that bolts up to where you bolt up the starter, and it has teeth to go into the flywheel. And that's what basically stops it from spinning, and then you can crank it fully. Since I don't want to buy another one, I'm just gonna start taking this apart, and then once I get the motor out, get the flywheel off of that, put it on this, and then I can crank this fully, and then actually start putting on the ProCharger bracket and everything else, because obviously you need to put this on completely, and then I need to drill and pin the crank / harmonic balancer. So for the motor wise, I think I'm gonna be done for a minute. I did get the coil packs on. I need to switch some things over from this to that truck, which I've talked about already. So I think I'm gonna just postpone this and then start taking this apart. Starting with this, I'm gonna try not to pull the transmission out. That's what the plan was. I wanted to just drop it down, but I think I'm just gonna unbolt it and then have a jack just hold it up and then pull the motor out. I don't feel like dropping it and then putting it back up. If I have to, then I will, but as of right now, I'm not doing that. What I also want to do is take off the grill and front bumper, just so when I'm pulling it off and on, I don't mess it up. I don't want to buy another grill. It's kind of expensive. The part itself isn't expensive, but the shipping's like 150 plus. And then I don't want to buy a new bumper or whatever. So take those off, and then if I need to take off the hood too, I'll take it off. But let me get this stuff off, disconnect the battery. I think I'm gonna start by unbolting the transmission first. So let me get to it. Hey guys, I'm picking this up after it's a couple of weeks now that I started taking apart the truck, as you can see. That last clip was when I first got on the ramps. Now I actually have the new motor at least sitting there. So let me show you guys. So from that time of that last clip, I basically just got everything unhooked. I needed to disconnect the transmission, got the whole front end off. Did everything in here, took out the radiator, everything else that was in the way, clutch fan off the old motor. Got that old motor out, and then the new one sitting in here at bare minimum. I have the motor mounts on, and it's currently almost aligned with the transmission. I just need to pull the transmission forward just a bit. So those pins that are on the motor align with the transmission, and I can start threading that in. But that's what I've been doing. I didn't really film it. There's a whole bunch of videos of that getting motor pulled on a Silverado LS. So I don't want to really show too much of that. But yeah, here's the 6.0 at least sitting in the engine bay. I am gonna clean all this up, get a new reservoir, so don't worry about that. I know that one's really crusty. But clean all this up and get to putting it back together. So I just wanted to show you guys what's going on and what I've been up to. Here's the old motor. This thing is really just coated in gunk and burnt up oil. See how black it is. For how black and greasy this thing is, it would still run awesome, except for like the lifter tick it had. It would still beat up on trucks that had this was stock, no tune, just a cold air intake. It was beating trucks that had long tubes, intake, and a tune. So this thing was running strong. This will probably end up in this truck, my brother's truck. I don't know how soon. I know he obviously wants to do a refresh on this, kind of like what I did to the 6.0, but we'll see. I'll probably end up filming that and making a series on that. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys what's been going on with this truck. I'm hoping to at least get this thing started or running, drivable by at least January, February. It's currently, what's today, November, I think 13th or 14th. But hopefully by then, there still is quite a bit of parts I need to buy. I think it's at least more than $1,000 of parts I still need to buy. So we'll see. Have some of the stuff out back, have the hood out here, have the grill under it, battery, old radiator. I'm not using that. I'm actually going to E-fans. I have the E-fans. I do need to order the bigger radiator. Bumper, no valence. I have to get a new valence. But yeah, like I was saying, hopefully I can get going on this and probably film some more videos of putting it back together if you guys want to see that. And yeah, I think that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.